Dart manipulation in Rabbit CAD. One of the most fundamental techniques in pattern cutting has become a fantastic example of Rabbit CAD's ease of use. Here's a brief tutorial on what is possible with it and how to use it. We start by extracting a pattern piece with 2 darts out of our framework. In this framework, we have given the main outlines a line width of 3 to easily select them for extraction. We zoom into the bodice front, which is a great candidate for this demonstration. The AutoCut option enables Extract to analyze quickly the chosen segment to generate our pattern piece. This notch we add as marking. Click on the green arrow to finish the extraction. It is also very common that 2 darts meet at their apex. Let's move them together to let me show you how to extract such a pattern piece. Since this piece now has 2 closed loops of lines, we have to scan both sides as we record the extraction. Again, we add the little notch as marking. With the pattern pieces extracted, let's drop the first one onto a new sheet. Everything is ready to explore our dart manipulation. Click the Dart button. Now click on the pattern piece in the drawing area to activate it. Click on the apex of the dart you wish to alter. Then click on the leg that will stay in place. Then pick the leg that will rotate for the transfer. Last, we drag a line to set the destination. We start by simply transferring the whole dart, which means 100%. But darts can be transferred in a variety of ways. Let's first pick our dart again. Click on the apex, choose the fixed leg, and choose the rotating leg. Now we change transfer properties. Let's use some other percentage like 50%. Now we can drag our cut line into place. I will use the right mouse button to snap it to a specific point. We now have 1 dart divided into 2 darts at equal opening angle. Let's explore the next possible option. Again, we pick the apex, click on the fixed leg, and select the rotating dart leg. This here is called the dart intake. It is possible to close a dart to a desired intake value. For example, we set it to 1.3 centimeters. Again, I'm using the right mouse button to snap the cut line to its destination. With the measuring tool, we can verify that the original dart was close to 1.3 centimeters. Let's use the other dart to show the next transfer possibility. Again, we will consider the intake value, which is 3 centimeters here. Except this time we close the dart by a given value. For example, close by 1 centimeter. To drag this cut line, I use Shift to lock its direction to be perfectly horizontal, while using the right mouse button to also snap to a target. Our measuring tool reveals that the intake has now been closed by 1 centimeter from 3 to 2. Now let's have a look at the other pattern piece. Create a new sheet for it. This one has 2 darts with a shared apex. As always, we start by picking our apex, then the fixed leg, then the rotating leg. But now we transfer the whole shoulder dart to the waist dart below. Both will merge into 1 dart. The next transfer choice allows us to determine how far the dart will open at its transfer destination. This is interesting for actions like adding volume around an armhole, often used in the construction of coats and jackets. Once we have selected our dart, we set our desired value in the field named Open Target By. For example, we put in 1.5 centimeters. Calculating the correct opening distance uses the length of the cut line. Therefore, using snap is most important for this particular action. Again, our measuring tool shows that the target dart was opened by 1.5 centimeters. Let's have a look at our pattern pieces with the original framework in the background. Right-click on the tab of our base pattern sheet to open its context menu. The slider allows us to adjust the sheet's background visibility. A left mouse click on Zoom All button brings everything into view and we can see where our pattern pieces sit on the framework. Right-click on the Zoom All button to zoom back to the contents of the active sheet. For now, we will hide the framework again. Let's go back to our darts manipulation and look at one more feature, apex offset. We select our dart and start by entering a value directly into the apex field. 2.5 cm is a common offset. After we hit enter, you can see on the pattern piece that the apex has moved by 2.5 cm towards the opening of the dart. Let's select another dart. Once the dart is selected, grab the apex to directly offset it manually. Let's go to the last dart. Again, we offset the apex manually at first. But we can always go to the apex input field to enter a different value. Hit enter and you'll see the apex jump into place. By the way, you can always change measuring units at any time. If you wish to use inches and decimal, just pick them and your current values get converted into inches and decimal. Enter a new value like 1 inch and you can see how the apex jumps to that position then. You may also choose fractional inches. Then you may type 1/3/8 and the apex follows immediately. While each dart pivot creates a new pattern piece, apex offsets do not. That's why you can always undo and redo them. Happy drafting!